Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. How are you guys? Hello, hello. It's a great day to be gaming. It's like 83 degrees, which is a nice temperature here where I'm based in the southeast United States. It's lovely outside. A cool breeze is blowing. The sun is shining. It's perfection. It's absolutely a perfect day to be gaming. Perfect day to be gaming. Now, I'm going into Destiny. You know that I love it, and I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me. I'm a big fan of Destiny. I know there's some ups and downs. We ride the waves. I'm a wave rider. And I've got a surfboard in the game to prove it. But yeah, ups and downs. But it's okay, Guardians. All the basics are there. It's good. It's still good. It will remain good. Havoc Otter, hello, hello. How are you? It's just every once in a while they need to throw some spice, right? We talked about it in yesterday's live stream. They got to put some spice on it. And where I grew up, that means pour some gravy on it. Pour some gravy. Double Nightfall rewards. Double rewards boost active until next weekly reset. Yeah, that means a full week of double Nightfall rewards. I'm good with that. I was hanging out with my friend holding a grenade yesterday for the live stream. Thank you for so many that turned out for that. Big thank you to Holden and everyone who hung out with me in the live stream chat. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Vanguard booster, gain additional Vanguard rank points for a short time. Earn bonus Vanguard rank points. Okay, thank you, Vanguard. Thank you. They're sweetening the pot. They're sweetening things up. Blessing of Blades. Heavy ammo sword recharge. Heavy ammo sword recharges and playlist activities. Visit Strikes, Nightfalls, Gambit, Relic, and Crucible, seasonal activities, and more to wield your blade and complete bonus seasonal challenges. Word of the day, wield. We're going to wield it. Alright, so I'm going to click OK on that. That's good. I mean, Guardians, yeah. I mean, heavy ammo, sword recharges, and playlist activities. That's grand. It's grand. That's worth $1 million right there. That's worth a lot. Now, I'm going to go to the tower. Let's make haste to the tower. Guardians, I'm having ginger root tea. Can you hear it? I'm having some ginger root tea. Whatever you're drinking at home or at work, school, the office, on the road, wherever you may be, drink with me. This is ginger root tea with wildflower honey and some freshly squeezed lemon. Oh my God. That is so good. Tectonic, hello, hello. Alex, hello. Thank you for hanging out with me. Tectonic, thank you for hanging out with me last night. It was awesome to see you. I hope you're doing great today. You're in a different time zone for me, so you may still be in school. You may still be in school. All right, I'm just looking at another screen over here. Check my screens. Check my screens. All right. Now, I like to watch. I have another monitor over there, and I watch stuff on that other monitor. People that I know, people that I've played with. I watch their videos. I give them a thumbs up, a like, I subscribe.
Checking.
I forward it to their friends, my friends. Every friend I've got, they get little messages, in the real world saying, hey, check this person out. Check them out. Alex, what are you doing? What are you up to? Envious Assassin and Kill Clip. I think I might like that. Pugilist and Vorpal Weapon. I need a season of the shotgun to roll around. You know, roll it around. Roll it around, Bungie. 1990, heel clip, reverberation, beacon rounds, incandescent. That probably was one of the most phenomenal weapons I will ever see, and I've deleted it. Oh, Tectonic, you're in Eastern Standard Time Zone, EST, so we're in the same time zone. Because I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. I'm going to put this away because I want to have some stuff, you know, in here just as extras to take up, you know, anything that I might be needing in case I need something. Like swords, you know, I'm now thinking, okay, I've already taken Hero of Ages up. Adaptive frame, caster frame, vortex frame, and I've already got some of these. Cold steel, eager edge in cold steel, chain reaction in cold steel. I mean, yeah, I love those things. I love them. I want more of them. Tracking and reconstruction. I'm going to take that up. I might need a good rocket launcher, J Hill Prime. Alex says, I'm eating some cheese and crackers. Man, oh man. I know this might not be popular. This might not be a popular opinion. But extra sharp, extra super sharp cheese, you know, the white cheddar, the yellow cheddar, just mild cheddar even. Cheese. Give me cheese. I need more of it. I like cheese dip, the queso. I like it a lot. All right, did I have anything else here that was a 2000 that I'm not using? Let me go over. I think I had something else over here that I could pick up. But cheese and crackers, yeah, I like those. There's a lot of crackers I like, but I especially like those like multi-seed crackers. Multi-seed ones. Keep away in Volt Shot. Do I want to try to take up one of these? 1-2 punch. That dropped at 1900. Why hurt me like that? Why go after my weapons? All my weapons should drop at 2000 now. That's what I'm feeling, and my feelings have to be correct. They should drop at 2000. Hand cannon, keep away and Volt Shot, strategist and kill clip.
Check, check, check.
I'm even thinking about bringing up one of these Martyr's Retributions and seeing if I, you know, do I still love it like I used to love it?
Whenever you need me again, Guardian.
Oh, you know, it's probably, I know it's beyond Asheville, North Carolina, and parts of Kentucky, but I grew up in the North Carolina section of the Appalachians. Really what I would consider and what is called the Great Smoky Mountains. I grew up in the Great Smoky Mountains. And I'm not far as the crow flies. I grew up in a very mountainous region where if I was flying there, I could get over to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Dollywood. I could be over there, you know, really quickly. But way back in the mountains, Alex, way back in the mountains. Are you from, you know, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee? You know, where are you from? Where are you from? Do I want to keep this? Shoot to loot. I like shoot to loot. I like surrounded. You know, I do. I'm not going to keep that. I do kind of want to keep this. 1-2 punch. Pulse rifle. Volt shot. A pulse rifle with volt shot. You know, these will probably end up self-deleting, and then I'll be sick that I didn't pull them out. Let's go see the gunsmith. But Alex, let me know where you're from, buddy. Let me know. I want to know. They're gonna know. Open the second secret chest in the exotic mission and complete the mission on expert difficulty to unlock the second catalyst. So the second catalyst is out. I was going to say, I just did this yesterday. Banshee. You could have given me that early. We've known each other for a long time. Be good to me. There's nobody here on the tower hardly today, so be good to me. Ari Dorable 109. Ari Dorable. Hello, Guardian. You know, I'm doing good. Tectonic, you're up around the Great Lakes area, right? Which is so beautiful. They look like oceans. They're so massive. Just, it's beautiful up there. I did take a summer tour around the Great Lakes a few years back and had an awesome time. Now, let's go to... These are my in-game routines. Go to the helm. I'm being social. Oh, J Hill Prime, I haven't even looked at it yet. J Hill Prime, thank you for commenting on my videos. Thank you for coming into chat and hanging out with me. J Hill, you know, I'm always looking for friends, and I appreciate the fact that you've been a long-term friend to me, and I missed you when you were away, and I'm glad you're back. So welcome back, J Hill Prime. But yeah, Tectonic, I loved it up there. It's so beautiful in so many of those areas. It really is lovely, the Great Lakes. Oh.
Guardian, I was thinking hard about how to beat the Conductor, and Osiris stopped me. He said the Conductor is very strong, and has abilities we cannot stand against. But, he said, maybe we can beat Maya Sandrash. Osiris told me the story of Maya, how she was lost in the Vex network, split into hundreds of copies, until the powers of the Echo brought her to life. The Conductor is one of those copies. Could be the first one, could be all of them smashed together. Maybe she does not even know herself. But Osiris says all Mayas are scientists, and we can see her thoughts in her experiments. We must find what she is trying to do. Failsafe has located pieces of tech to help you study the exobodies in Maya's laboratory. If we can learn what Maya is doing with those, maybe we can think of a way to stop her. Brains, not brawn, yes?
I like where you're going, Saint. I like where you're going with that. Except, let's pick this all up. Pick it up. So, you know, I do hope, like, Maya Sandrash and the Conductor, you know, aren't they one and the same? Aren't they absolutely one and the same? You know, it was flashing a little bit. I had to check it out. I walked over there to look. J Hill Prime, you're going to the Great Lakes for a summer trip. J Hill Prime, yes. And I hope they cheer Osiris up, you know, a notch or two. Well, 12 or 15. He needs to be cheered up. Now, what? Let's look at Quest. Recover the exo data from the lost sector perdition on Europa. Okay, so off to Europa we go. Hi ho, hi ho. Europa, here we come. Okay, can I load right into that? Because this is not really a lost sector over here. Let's go see this. Let's go see, you know, our good friend on Europa first. Varix. We want to go check out with Varix. Yeah, I hope that he remains positive and that we don't see a destruction of Saint. I don't think they ever could, because he heads up Trials of Osiris. Oh, Ari, I don't know. Ari, that's a good question. I don't know. You need to come hang out with me sometime and we'll talk about it. Yes, Varix, he's lost a few limbs, but he's still kicking, still ticking. I wonder if it would ever be possible for a fallen to become an, or not, well, yeah, like Varix. Could a fallen become an exo? Do we know anything about that? Have the scientists researched it? Could Varix eventually get an exo body? I want to know. I want to know. I'm not going to do the Empire Hunt, but I'll check these others. Just grab them. Let's grab them all. Thank you, Varix. Thank you. Now, it says go up north. Let's go up here. And we're going to make haste to get to the designated area. Atrax from Deep Stone, you know, I thoroughly enjoy Deep Stone, and you know, I do want to hit 200 at some point on Deep Stone, but I've not been raiding a whole lot recently. I've just not been doing a lot of raids. The last raid I did, you know, was the newest one, and I completed it a full run on my Titan, and then the Witness boss battle on my Warlock and Hunter, because my good friend Crimson invited me, and I said absolutely, I would love to go. I'll take a chest. I will take a chest. Resource. Did they shorten this? I don't remember this being so quick. I don't remember that being so quick. Now, I like a good pulse rifle, but... you know, I've been sidearms have been my friend lately. Chest. Look at all, they're just dropping in to see me. Hello. They heard that I was wondering about Fallen, and could Fallen be Exos? That's why they're here. Alright, am I happy with these weapons? I love Outbreak Perfected. I do. This is not my original Outbreak Perfected. But I was thinking about maybe something other than... Shoot to loot. Vulpecula. I'm a fan of Vulpecula. I'm going to use it. Indebted Kindness. I love Indebted Kindness. So let's go in and see what the darkness is up to. Bring a flashlight. Bring a flashlight. This is this week's story mission. Ari Dorable, the loot from Deepstone Crypt. To me, you know, yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed getting every single piece of it. I think the weaponry from Deep Stone, phenomenal. They are actually some of my favorite weapons.
I've been trying to figure out why, and then it hit me. Inconclusive. I need control data from other exos, and Europa's a
Not Mr. Day Sniper, not today. Reloading. Stomping up on me. Personal space. We need to teach the Vex personal space. Don't come within a 3-foot radius of me because I could shoot. I do like this one on selectable. I enjoy this one when it is selectable. Feed, it is good to see you. Hello, hello. Red Death is so fun with the sound it makes. It's powerful. Do you know, Tectonic, I've not shot Red Death not once. Not one single time. And I need to get it and, you know, start doing some damage with it. Red Death. Because I think I do have to get so many weapon kills with Red Death, or I'm never going to move up my Guardian rank. I don't remember these little guys hanging out up there. I do not remember them hanging out. Let's get a little action with a machine gun. I feel like, you know, if I were running around inside of Destiny, like, you know, if somebody popped me in Destiny, I would like keep a machine gun in my pocket. Look at all these snipers. I really do not remember them being here. Get out of my face! Out of my face, Vex! You stink of radiolaria. Wow, this machine gun shreds. Is it me? Are there more Vex in here? When in doubt, punch them out. I really felt like there were more Vex. I don't know.
Oh, this is good data. Yeah, I think I can almost decrypt.
John Walton, thank you. And John, thank you. I think you sent me a message in one of my
Could you help me out, Captain?
little short videos or one of my videos on my channel. And John, thank you for that. You know, I'm all about making some friends on this journey. It's a journey that is better shared. You guys know it. I know it. Especially right now when we're needing a little bit of spice and goodness thrown into the game. Thank you, John. I saw your name pop up there. I was going through today and going to respond to everyone. I got a few of the messages out. Okay, locate the consciousness driver and Bray Exoscience on Europa. Okay, I feel like, you know, I'm just going to go right down. Or, you know, I'm pretty close. I can run out. I'm a Titan. I'm an Exo Titan. I can run out of here. Part of me said fast travel and grab a sparrow or a surfboard, but I'm gonna just walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm that kind of Titan. I'm walking. Friend to the environment, friend to the animals. All right, now, okay, come on. Tectonic says it feels so nice to be back and invested in Destiny. I was worried for a hot minute. I was never... What are all these guys doing out here? It's a welcoming committee. Thank you, Fallen. They're so happy to see me. Oh, a parting gift for them. Parting gift. Yes, falling out. Accomplished. Accomplished. But what is everybody doing today? Did everybody watch that Datto video that was released yesterday? Somebody in chat, I think Vanguard 1 mentioned it. And I went in last night after my live stream and watched, probably like 20 minutes of the Datto video. I've always admired Datto because he's so accurate. If Datto puts a video out about something in game, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be good.
Beep boop, beep boop. Nah, I'm kidding. I'll just mark it for you.
Failsafe makes sense, girl. We can't speak that GoldenEye language. I see Switchblade Susie waiting for me. She's here waiting. Capitan. Vending machine? What are they selling? I want, what do I want? Some Dorito nacho cheese flavor. Give it up. Give it up. Oh, sneaky. Activate the scan.
Got it.
This is not a Dorito. This is not a vending machine.
The exoframe she's working on down there.
Destroy the conductor's coral mind inside the exotic mission.
We just need to uncover their secrets before she kills us all.
Destroy the conductor's coral mind in the exotic mission Encore, launched from the ham. Now, I did this. I've done this solo. I know. Halt right there. I did this solo. I did. And I ran it yesterday. I was hanging out with Holden. We had a good time in here. And apparently I'm going to need to run it again. And I'm just maybe I'm going to go in and run it solo for so long. Maybe this is where I need to take Red Death. Red Death, where are you? I never picked it up. I was thinking to myself, Red Death, wait till you get 2,000 and then grab it. And now my power level, is at 2,000. And so I can pull these weapons off. Oh, I did get Red Death. No, this is Old Blood, an ornament for Red Death. Maybe I'm just thinking wrong. Maybe I was thinking the ornament. I thought there was a Red Death on here. Okay, I picked it up. I have picked it up. So that means, did I get the first one too? Yeah, I've got both of these. So let's go to space, the final frontier, and see what I need to get done. Red Death, I just like Graviton Lance, the Lance brothers. What do I want to do here? I really am thinking the Call. I like the Call. I was thinking about Buzzard. Buzzard's not going to give me that feel. But let's try it for a minute. I might need to switch out of it. It's okay if you need to switch. I'm not going to be locked. Now, is there someone in here that would like to go with me? Peter Griffin's on. Quest is already playing something. Race Demon. Peter Griffin. Let's see. What's Peter Griffin doing? Peter Griffin, can you hear me? Ari Dorable, you're in orbit? You get in here, Ari Dorable. You come in and hang out. John Walton, are you on? I can take two. We're just hang out. Ari Dorable, thank you. We're just going to go in here and just be casual now. We're not going in with the serious face on. We're going in with the casual, let's just hang out, have a good time. Let me go into my live stream Discord chat. Ari Dorable, you're welcome to come in to my live Discord chat. Be nice. You know, no cussing. We Guardians, we got to stick together and be nice. At least, to each other. Now, the enemies of humanity, take them down. Show no mercy. All right, we're going to launch. We're going to launch. Here we go now. So, this mission, Encore Concerto, I like this. I do enjoy it. The times I've ran it thus far, I've been a fan. Oh my gosh, the Kazakhstan ornament is being sold for Bright Dust. Thank you for letting me know. I haven't even checked the store. And I need to look at the store. Because Tess sometimes, is she going to give me some Bright Dust? Yeah, I want the Bright Dust test. I need it. Now, I'll have to look at that again.
We must gain access to Sanderesh's facility once again. With the data Failsafe has collected, we can better determine Sanderesh's use of the exo-consciousnesses within the VexNet.
Now, I know right down through there...
all of Sol under her command.
Isn't there a shortcut down there?
Age. But what does she really mean? With her
or is it way up there? I don't think I could get to the shortcut.
All I know is that it would undo everything we have accomplished since the collapse. We cannot allow this.
I think it's right down there. I'm not going to try to get to it, though. I will end up DED. But there is a shortcut, Ari. There's a shortcut down there. And you can pop right over to it and make it. And then you kind of don't have to fool with, running around through a lot of this stuff. Oh, Ari's not here. Ari's not in the Discord. Are you a member, Ari? Wow, I don't have my jump set up. I changed it yesterday, and I did not change it back. I like strafe. Okay. Ari, if you want to join, thank you, Havoc. Thank you. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that tried to kill me! Somebody's at the control booth. Look at this. I don't remember them being there before. I can't use this. I'm going to have to use something else. Let's use the call. Going up, menswear, haberdasheries, kitchen supplies. Oh man, goofing off. That's time for some tea. I never take this stuff too seriously. You just can't take it too seriously. Here comes my lift. Somebody sent it down. Thank you for the lift. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Surprise. Menswear going up.
Guardian down.
I am making an absolute mess of this. What? Drink. Caffeine. I need caffeine. I've tripped. I failed. Get these flip-flops off. Where's my good gear boots? Going up, going up. I really do not ever remember them being there and waiting. They're there waiting. And then I turn right around here somewhere. Down, down I go. Where I land, nobody knows. I don't even remember these on my last solo trip. For so long.
Guardian down.
Going up. Going up. Now, this is where I drop down and I make a right up here and go into the purple. Into the light, Carol Ann. Throw me the rope. All right, here's where we have to do some type of puzzle.
Your research into the Vex systems.
John Walton, I don't remember
Learn
any
what you
of
can.
them.
Perhaps something useful may be extracted with further investigation.
Now, wait a minute. What am I supposed to do here? I think I have to go out here and pick up an orb. And then bring this back. No.
Empress Kaido believes that the Shadow Legion here are commanded by the defector scion, Yurix. It would explain their interest in Maya's research. And the
Don't I
Echo.
get an orb
It wouldn't
somewhere
just be
around
access to
here?
the Vex simulation network. It would give Yurix command over an entire Vex collective. You can see the danger in that.
I'm so far behind.
Alright, that's right. I blast the ones where this appears. Ari, how are you, buddy? Thank you for hanging out with me.
Guardian down.
I've
Just
never
take
done
your
this.
time. We are in no rush. This is casual game day. Casual game day.
Oh, I spawned up here with you. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Thank you,
Right.
Ari. Chest. Chest. I'm not... Oh, it opened automatically. I wasn't going to open it until you got here.
Okay, I got the loot. I got the loot.
But it looks like you're getting close. It looks like you're getting close. GP Red. Hello, it's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Now, Ari, did anything pop up on your screen, or do you need to be close to the chest? I don't know.
No, I got the loot. I got the loot.
Oh, you got the loot. Okay, then we don't need to fool with this. Guardians, I'm walking into danger. We know that everything around here is a trap. Somebody left their big bowling ball here. And isn't that a little Vex over there?
It's a Minotaur.
A Minotaur? He's been turned to stone. Where's Medusa? The Vex love stone. They're crazy about stone. And I feel like they, being billions of years old, we're told, I think that they really know how to probably lay stone. I think they know how to lay stone. Now, I think I put this into this one. The floor is going to generate, and then we scan this Vex device. I feel like some enemies should pop out somewhere. Then I think I pick this up. I maybe run to this one. I'm gonna run to you. And that builds this. And then I run over here to this one. We scan it. We're gonna jam their processors. Phoenix NCC, hello buddy, how are you? Thanks for coming to hang out. And then I guess I get this one again over here, and we take it maybe down a level. Now, I'm not one of the puzzlers, okay? Meaning that I don't do a gob of puzzles. I don't like these hanging around. I'm suspicious of those. They look like a party light, but they're up to no good. Now, I think I had that. Yes. And then we do that. And what else do we... There's something around here we scan.
Guardian down.
Whoops.
Ari, they're out to get you.
No, I blew myself up. I blew myself up.
Alright, I'm gonna... Requires Vex module. I left it. Or no, wait a minute. Do I have this one? No. Let's go back and get it. I left it over here. This has the feeling of like a Fortress of Solitude. Vex module already held.
Wait, uh-oh.
Alright, did you pick it up again, Ari? Somebody's already got it.
You have it on your back.
Oh, I have it. Well, why didn't it deposit over there?
You have the yellow one, though.
Okay, I need to get rid of this yellow one. Now we need the green one. Yes. Ari's gonna grab the green. Oh, no! Okay, maybe I can... No, I can't do a thing.
Wait. It's right here. It's right here.
Alright, we're going to scan it, and plan it. We're going to plan the attack. Now that really is just opening the way forward. Now, what was our next step, Ari? Do you remember?
No, I didn't do this mission.
Chat, what was the next step? I don't remember exactly what the next step was. We picked this up over here and maybe go back somewhere. Holding a grenade. How are you? Hello. Holden, are you playing, Holden? We're trying to get this thing done again. Again. So I picked up the green. I don't see Holden on. Holden, you're welcome to join. And I think I'm on public. I will check it. Take the green out and go back up to open the hallways with that. Oh, okay. And don't I jump around here? This seems like the one where I jump. Jump for my love. Jump in. Now, I'm supposed to take it to the valley, the Hall of Death. The Hall of... Mango, hello, hello. Mango, is that a new icon? Or maybe it's my new glasses. I do have new glasses. Where's that Valley of Death at? Maybe I put it here. This opens up. Yes, yes. Now we go into the X tunnel. It reminds me of a tunnel like where we'd find Wolverine, because I see like the X. See the X kind of? Is anybody seeing it like I'm seeing it? Maybe this was a secret lair. You know, the X-Men. They could have been here. Oh, I didn't realize that came out. I swear, this seems way more complicated. I do not remember all these guys being here. Chat, did they add all of these for this version? Okay, now, what's the way out of here? Now we get diamonds. Now the diamonds have appeared. We're running. We're running. I don't like leaving an enemy standing, ultimately, you know. But I know that waffle pattern would have taken us down. Havoc Mango wants to know when she can expect another banger on Spotify. Mango, I was talking about No Mercy Mission yesterday, and they actually, I think Holden checked for me, or Tectonic maybe, and there's like several thousand views on that. I was thrilled.
Maya is diverting Radiolaria to search the Vex simulation network, peering into other timelines, trying to find our own past. And to that end, raising an army of her own collective to subsume
Don't have to
Sol.
scan it. Don't have to plan
She can
it.
use her
Just
echo to
jump.
control Vex, but these
Jump
are under her
for
command
my love.
completely.
Jump in.
She's
Who sang it? What
converted
year
them
was
to
it?
serve her. Do they even know what they're doing?
Now, you have to be careful with these. Sometimes you can drop right out of the sky on that thing. It's happened to me. It's happened to fellow Guardians. And we could have bypassed. See right down there? That's that initial platform. We could have launched right up and then blasted our way over here with a sword. Oh, Havoc says, I'm in the process of working on the last 2 tracks for the first album. I have a couple of them on YouTube, but it's almost ready to be sent to Spotify and Apple. Wow, Havoc. And to think, we were friends before you had your first song published. I'm going to need front row seating at the concert, and I'm going to need a VIP pass. because I've saved you more times than I can count inside of Destiny. Chat, just FYI, Havoc, when I was able to join inside this game of Destiny 1, I'm a double D gamer, G1, D2. When I was able to join anyone after I woke up in the Cosmodrome all alone and having been abandoned, Havoc is who I met. He's who I met. And, you know, of course, I say that like I didn't know Havoc prior to that. The fact of it is, of course, you know, Havoc had said, you need to play this, Ransom, because you're going to like it. We knew each other prior to me playing. We're family. And so, you know, I had not been playing because I had been working. And then when I retired, I said, you know, retirement's going to drive me insane. I need to do something. And Havoc said, well, it's been a while. You know, the last thing that I had gamed on was Guitar Hero. And so, you know, I picked up the controller and was like, there's so many buttons on this thing. I can't, how am I supposed to play? Why are there so many buttons? I need a joystick and a fire button. I'm from that era. Pac-Man didn't need a fire button. It just needed a joystick. And Miss Pac-Man. I loved Miss Pac-Man as much as I loved Pac-Man. I feel like we need to re-envision Pac-Man in a 3D world. You know, give us Pac-Man re-envisioned with puzzles and mazes.
They've done that.
I think it would be great to have the little munchers hunting us down. But I was a fan of Pac-Man. I mean, really, I was. And still am. I still have Pac-Man available, you know, on my console. I've never downloaded it on my computer. I don't know if they have it available on the computer or not. Now, don't they come back here again? Almost Pro Havoc, you need to watch last night's live stream. It's here on my channel. You should watch it. We've already covered that ground. Gamer, Pro Gamer, are there levels of each? Holden is here in chat, and we had a long discussion about that. Now, of course, I enjoy Discord. If someone has, you know, an altering opinion, even the same view, don't hesitate to come in and share. I like passionate discourse, and Holden and I had some good discourse yesterday. We had good discourse. Oh, Mango. Now, I know Mango, just so that everybody knows, Mango is a coach, a teacher, you know, a lookout, a scout for the John team, which was a group of super guardians. You know, heroes. Just absolute, that's all you can say about them. They're heroes. Did I take the wrong thing? No, I took right. I took it. I'm here. I'm coming, Ari. I'm coming. But Mango, yes, coached and guided number 3 in the world on the, I'm just going to say it, the most difficult and challenging raid that the game has ever known. And Mango was there with that team. So, Mango, now we know you're good. I say all that to say, Mango, of course, with Clan Elysium for a long time, and actually now coaches that team, the John team, which is ATP, Vendetta, and several others. I've spoken to them, and Mango had a war table chat with me. But exceptional. You're an exceptional guardian, Mango. So thank you for that. Thank you. I don't feel like he ought to be immune. You should not be immune, sir. I've got a battle axe and there's nobody here. Alright, you know they're going to try to come in on us and take us out. Surprise attack. Oh, that's right. It's this guy. Is there somebody down there that I'm supposed to get? Yeah. I know they stand down there and shoot up like they're going to be able to launch a bullet and get us. Get out of here, Cabal. We all know Keitel needs to send a ship and pick you bunch up. Pick you bunch up. Yes, yeah. I mean, Mango was telling them, you know, here's the moves you need to make. Here's what you need to do. That whole deal. Let me get him in the face. All right, we're pushing them hard. We're pushing them hard. The 7th. Oh, Mango, I didn't know that. Mango was the 7th. It was a group situation. It was a group situation. Oh, look at this guy up here. Did you fall, sir? I feel like there's no coming back from that. He wants to hurt me so bad. And I don't like that. I don't like that about him. There should not have been a lick of immunity on that. Not a lick. No double mint, no double fun. Get out of here.
Hello, guys.
Woo!
How you do?
Who's that? Who's admins in here? Is that you, Havoc? Are you listed as admin? No, that might be Mango. Mango's admin. That's Mango. Mango, hello. Hello.
Wait, Mango's ranked admin now?
Mango is admin. Well, I saw him admin. Oh, no. It's Ari Adorable. Why did I see admin on that? I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oh.
I have no idea what I'm seeing. It's my new glasses.
I told you I'd be back in chat.
Welcome back, Tectonic. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You're up, Ari Adorable. Thank you. Thank you. You ranked up fast, Mango.
Let's chase this guy's down.
They just keep pushing me. I don't like it at all. I mean, I'm going to be out of weapon ammo trying to take them all down. Minari are under attack.
Yeah, I was always saying, I'm glad to be back and enjoying Destiny, but it's like, for a little bit, I was a little worried because I thought I was just not going to get back into it. I wasn't as interested as I was, um, like, back in the day. And now I'm very happy that it kind of reignited my interest in the game.
Well, I'm glad you're back, Tectonic. Chat, hang on, because knocking at my studio door is the kitty cat. Hang on. Cleo demands to be let in. I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, thank you. My kitty cat loves to sit outside, and she knocks on the door when she needs to be let in. And then I open the door after she demands with knocks, and she looks at me and gives me that look like, well, maybe I want to come in. Maybe. All right, now let me just look at this quest again and make sure that I'm doing it right. Destroy the conductor's coral mind in the exotic mission Encore, launched from the helm. Okay, and we're here. We're in it. And now I think there's one more puzzle. One more. And I was with Holden last night, and we were talking about this. And Holden was explaining it, and now I don't remember. I did not commit it to memory. And Holden, I should have committed it to memory. But we'll get there and we'll work it out because Ari is here. And Ari's been doing exceptionally well. I mean, exceptionally well. Now, I want to get her...
I just did the mission recently, not today because I'm not home yet. I'm at my mom's work waiting for her to be done so she can drive me home. But the cool thing is I like the mission, the last mission I played, which was like the mission where you went through like 3 lost sectors. The cutscene at the end was really good. Like, I usually am not super invested in the story of Destiny. I'm more of a gameplay guy, but the cutscene was very good, and I think it was just really good.
Thunderesh's use of Chioma prefigures
the story is
dangerous
definitely better
compromise.
than any other.
We knew that she was capable of stepping beyond the bounds.
I'm
of
glad you
ethics in her
liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Tectonic.
Now we know the extent. The threat is serious and imminent.
I hate when they disappear after I've just done that. Let's see if we can't burn a wyvern up.
I mean, I guess it's just I never really got to meet Cade before. Like, Cade is more of a new character to me. Not really, because I've seen YouTube videos of Cade. I've heard of Cade, but I've never actually like played in the game while Cade was around.
Well, he was definitely a superstar. And
honestly, I kind of like both final state version of Cade and like before Forsaken Cade, or Forsaken and before, the old version I liked. He was just some like a witty jokester, but now I kind of like him because I also like this version of Cade. He's obviously still Cade, but it feels like he's more.
Well, he is changed because he doesn't have his ghost.
I know, but I was gonna say like he just seems a little bit less jokester. I've only like heard one or two things that maybe like a joke or so far in the story, and I kind of like it because it like shows that he's being like kind of like, I don't know, the piece of Traveler, kind of mature, made him a little bit more mature.
Now, so did you work last night with Speakeasy Bob on getting the campaign completed? Is that what you guys were working on?
I only did like one, like I only did the Lost Sector mission with him. He joined in like right at the end of the or no, he joined me in like the middle of the Lost Sector mission. Like, and in the middle of like the first Lost Sector we do. And so, and also, I said this last night, I'll say it again, the Lost Sectors there are so good. Like, you play 3, and I'm not sure if there's any more Lost Sectors than that. There probably is, but it was so fun. Like, I remember on the DVD, there's a ton of really fun Lost Sectors. Like the Atrium and stuff like that.
Yes, there's 3 really good ones that I need to do on 2030. Now, chat, do I scan this right now? I know last night we didn't scan the Exo frame, but I'm wondering, do I scan this now? This is a good time for some ginger root tea. Woo! Golly, that is so good. I love it. I love it. Now, okay, this is where I was talking with Holden, and we were discussing really important things. So you need to go back and watch that video if you didn't see it. But now somehow we go through some of these. This is where the ceiling lights up, isn't it? No, here's where the ceiling lights up. Now this is where I always am like, there's so many strands of light. I mean, throw me the rope, Carol Ann. If you know, you know. Carol Ann, we are hoping. Find your way back to the light. Now, don't I pick one of these up and make a deposit, something like that? Do I deposit to the right or to the left? To the right or to the left? Everything you own in a box to the right? Okay, this is where I came in. Why do they keep sending those? They're just a distraction. Bombers, you are a distraction.
You know what would be a cool concept? If there was like a raid, but...
We have like... raids. We have raids.
Let me get to it. But there's like kind of a fork in the road in the middle of the raid, where if you can fight one boss or you can fight another boss, like after the third encounter, it goes to like it gives you like the option to go to like one boss or the other boss, and each boss gives you a chance to get a different exotic. I think that would be, but that might mean, oh, that's too much stuff to do in the raid, and yes, raids need to be replayable, but not to that extent. But I think it would add some nice spice to new raid or something like that.
There is a new one coming up. I don't think we really know who the boss is going to be. Some people speculate that it's going to be Maya Sundaresh as a Super Vex. I don't know. Maybe they'll revisit Panoptes. Old Man Rogue, hello. Old Man Rogue, it's good to see you. I need you. You should come in and hang out with me in game, and we'll play something at some point. Because I appreciate you coming in to hang out with me. Holding a Grenade said Leviathan changed the order of the encounters, which was unique. I did. I enjoyed Leviathan. I really did. It was the first time I was in there. It was a struggle to stay alive. Now, Ari, you were a star on that. You did absolutely fantastic. I should have been watching Ari, but, I stepped out to get the kitty cat. Allergies. I know many of you do not have allergies, and I am glad. I have allergies, and it's like something is in bloom. I don't know what it is, but it's awful. And I stepped out, and now, I'm paying for stepping outside with my kitty cat. All right, we go back through this, and I do believe this is now boss fight. I think this is boss fight. Oh, Mr. Glass, there's nothing coming anytime soon? I really thought we were going to get something. My gosh, Mr. Glass. We need something. There, I said it. We need something.
How did I make you cry?
I mean, the second episode is coming at some point, so we can at least look forward to that.
Where are we? How? We're alive.
Did I go the wrong way?
On our wedding night.
Wait a minute. This opens up. This opens up.
Funny story. My brother was watching me as I played Destiny one day, and I had the Super Black Shader on, and he was like, "Gosh, Dom, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't get."
Havoc, welcome. How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. I see what it is. I looked at admins up at the top. That's what I did. I'm going the wrong way. One way or another. Do all doors lead to the same destination?
Finding them.
Destiny. Life is uncertain. Death is sure. I know I don't need to be here.
Golden Age?
No.
But yeah, my brother told me, "Gosh, you're gonna hurt yourself with all that edge." And so I was like, you know what? I switched off of Super Black and switched to the best shader I could find.
And Maya will destroy Soul to find her.
What shader did you continue with?
I forgot the name, but it was like a white and pink shader, from like Echo.
Sundaresh has recreated her
From
caretaker.
The episode 1. I can't remember what it's called.
And I do not believe it will be the last.
Flag on the
I think
play.
I got it.
Flag on the play. Reloading. I feel like every flag should load all your weapons. Who's with me? Say I. Every flag that we put down in this game should reload your weapons. No matter where it's at. I want it to reload my weapons. And now Holden is here, and Holden is an expert, as many of you are. Holden, is there a reason why some of the flags don't reload all your weapons? Is there a reason?
Well, I'm not Holden.
I know, but Holden's in chat.
What?
You're Tectonic.
Oh, I had no idea. You sound just like Holden.
Well, what's your opinion about it, Tectonic? What's your opinion?
I think it should happen, but I think also, like, min-maxers might use it for some very strange auto-loading tactic that wouldn't make much sense to me, but who knows? It could be some game-breaking thing that would be... It might just be like a coding nightmare. Maybe not. It doesn't sound that complicated, but yet again, some things in coding can be overly complicated, but seem to not be complicated. And they might just want to avoid all that, but I don't know.
Holden says that most likely it's a coding inconsistency. I like my chicken coated and extra crispy. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I forget the order of madness that we have here.
Real question though, cinnamon and raisin bagels or chocolate chip bagels? I'm on the team of cinnamon and raisin bagels.
It's cinnamon and raisin for me. I have them downstairs right now. Right now.
Oh, they're so good. I don't know what's about them, but they're just so good.
All right, now where do I deposit this? Over here. I don't like her. She got me one time, and I don't like her one iota.
I have the trilogy of allergies. I have a food allergy, I have a, like, pollen allergy, and I have a...
Yeah, because aren't you allergic to peanuts? Or you have a nut allergy, don't you, Tectonic?
Yeah. I also have a definitely one, and then I also have a slight pollen allergy. It's not super noticeable, but if I go outside for like too long during like spring or something, it really messes up with my everything. And then I have a cat allergy, but the funny thing is I have 2 cats and I do not mind at all because they're cute, and I really don't. It's not like severe or anything, so it's not like it's just a little bit of cat allergies. But honestly, I do not care. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Whoa! Burning down. Where did that guy go? I wish they'd stop jumping around. You're nerve-wracking, sir. You're nerve-wracking. Reloading.
I'm loading up.
Reloading.
I'm loading up the Destiny website so I can check out what shader I put on. I can't remember.
Get out of here. How many of these Minotaurs are they going to throw at us before they realize we do not kowtow? Oh, look at that little one over there. They're lost. They're looking for their mama.
Never mind. It's not like episode 1 shader, but it is the Season of the Wish shader. It's called Spark of Joy.
Now, wait a
The
minute.
shader,
I need to put these modules somewhere. Have I got the blue one? Yes. And then I'm going to grab this. Did we get an extra? Or can I put it right here? Nope. Maybe I can put it over here. Maybe I...
I pretty much encapsulated the two different types of a hunter, though. The super black hunter and then the pink hunter.
Where did she go? Which one am I supposed to step on here? Oh my gosh, I think that Ari's doing the work. I'm coming, Ari. Maybe I step through this one. Step in for my love. Step. Somebody keeps shooting at me. Decide which dome you're going to use. We're going to need a decision before 3 p.m. tomorrow. Choose a dome. The domes, do they function for the Vex, or do they just, highlight where the enemy's coming in for us? I never have really understood the purpose of the dome unless it's just, ornamentation. Is it ornamentation? I think maybe it's just ornamentation. Are they more powerful under the dome? Is it their, does it give them radiance?
Maybe it's the Vex's well with radiance.
Get out of here, ma'am. Oh, okay. I can go ahead and bust that.
What's your favorite?
I felt like she should have had more stamina. Like from here to here was her health bar. But I could have used, like another 1,000,000 points of health on her. I'm going to need her to, improve her battle skills. Now, I said that, and, I fell in here several times. I don't know that a lot of the enemy got me, but I failed. I will confess it. Falling in here will probably keep me from doing this deathless. You stumble, you fall. But Guardians, it's not how far you fall, it's how high you get up. Do I need to deposit right here?
For believing the conductor for even one moment.
I think I deposit up at the helm. Holden, I deposit at the helm, I think. I want to give Ari... Can I accommodate Ari? No, this should be... We should be able to commendate here. That's an injustice.
What's your favorite legendary weapon from this? I'm resisting the urge to say season, episode.
My favorite legendary weapon in the game right now?
From the final shape so far.
From the final shape so far, it would have to be the call. I feel like the call, so good. It is just so good. I'm loving it. And I'm going to revisit, I will revisit Martyr's Retribution because there was a time where Martyr's Retribution, I loved it. I loved it. Holden, should I just hang on to those? Can I collect a bunch of them and do it again? Do it again? Wait a minute. Visit the holo projector in the helm. Let's visit the holo projector. I feel like I need to be able to pull this up on my spaceship interface. I feel like I should say Ghost, pull up that message, and, you know, my cockpit should open up, and I should have a little holo projector to the left or to the right of my seat. Look, Star Trek's been out since the 60s. You know, it's 100 years old. And we need a holo projector in the spacecraft, especially on these better spacecrafts.
I think he missed the chest, Ransom.
No,
Hello?
I got the chest. I got the chest. I
No,
didn't make a deposit, is what I didn't do. I didn't make a deposit.
No, you didn't pick up the chest.
Oh, are you sure I didn't? Hold it. I thought I hit collect.
No, so for some stupid reason, Bungie made the episodes activities, like this, the episodic activities, the battlegrounds, the Enigma, the whatever the other one is called. I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, in this mission, you have to interact with the chest specifically, and you dunked your radio light. You didn't pick up the chest.
Oh my gosh, I've been robbed. I wonder if I can just go back to the final battleground and pick up my goodies. We need to revisit.
You'll have to do the final encounter over again.
Now, is this final encounter, are there computers that are saving the spot for us, or do we have to run the whole thing?
You would have to find a checkpoint or run the whole thing. I don't know if there's even checkpoints for exotic missions, though.
Okay, probably not. I don't know.
It doesn't take too long.
Now there's checkpoints for Warlord's Ruin.
Yeah, but that's a dungeon.
Okay, all right. Yes, all right.
No, Ransom.
I was justified.
Yes.
What if
I was
had
gonna.
not realized my good
I just
fortune?
wanted to do a throwback
met Saint,
question
not with relief, but
because
with
this was like one of the
skepticism.
first questions I ever
Imagine
asked
myself finding
you and
Saint
your community.
deciding
Now,
he was
as
wrong,
I'm not a new player anymore,
killing
what?
him,
But I'll still ask
and then
again
starting again.
for other new
Would have
players.
broken me.
What do you think
I
is the
believe it
best
has
starter
broken my-
exotics in Destiny?
One
Oh,
capable
well,
of such
what
horror
can you
has
get
defiled
as
the
a
concept
starter
of love.
exotic?
Do not forget what you're dealing with.
Well, there's Risk Runner, there's Tractor Cannon, there's if you're including like pretty much all the Xur exotics and stuff like that. we're
The first
including-
exotic that I would want, you know, it is season dependent, but just as a brand new Wish Ender, without a doubt, first exotic I would absolutely want in the game would be Wish Ender. You know, I just feel like Wish Ender works for you everywhere, and that would be my first exotic that I would be going for. I don't know. I know the game gives you some just where you don't have to earn them. And Wish Ender, you still have to earn it. What else would I want to be comfortable with? Wish Ender, without a doubt, stands above them all. And then, is there something else that I really would love that I want to go? I think Osteostriga, you really have to work to earn that. How do you get Witherhoard these days?
Witherhoard is a exotic kiosk.
Yeah, you can buy it from the kiosk.
I think
but
Witherhoard would do justice for a lot of people. And then I'm thinking energy, but, you know, Wish Ender, number one. Number two would be a toss-up. But for an energy, what would I want to pick up? Probably, I don't want to sound like I'm just bow and arrows. But, man, oh man, Trinity Ghoul just does the work. It does the
Oh,
work.
you already know my opinion about
Now,
that.
Sunshot
That-
is another one that I would love, in the energy slot. Sunshot or Trinity Ghoul, I think. But I'm a scout rifle fan. And I do like scout rifles. So, there's Polaris Lance that I like a lot. Power weapon, the Titan in me says go for Legend of Acrius. But no, I can't do that. What would I really want? Oh, I think for just team play and to be a
And Legend of
valuable
Acrius-
member, it would be tractor cannon, and that is a shotgun. So the Titan in me, what
How-
out? Go Titans!
How do you get Thunderlord in D2 right now? Because I think that was the first exotic weapon ever shown in Destiny 1's reveal trailer.
I don't
was
know,
more
Holden, how they get Thunder Lord, but wouldn't Galahorn
think-
also be really high up on the get list?
It would be for sure, but I think that Thunderlord is just like, Galahorn, you have to pay money for the dungeon for the 30th
that's
anniversary.
because Galahorn is the 30th anniversary Star Horse thing, right?
Yeah, it's a paid exotic. It's pay to win.
Could I say something? You were gonna say a Legend of Acrius, which yes is a very fun and good shotgun, but I would not even get close to calling it a starter because you need 240 spoils of conquest to get it, which is a lot for a beginner.
Yeah, it's a raid weapon, so it costs spoils as well.
It would definitely be. I would count that even as a end game type weapon because that is just a really, really. You got to spend a lot of time and dedication.
I think Risk Runner, Sunshot, Le Monarch for the trinity of good starter, exotic kiosk, purchasable exotic.
The Monarch sends me back, man. That was the first weapon that got me hooked on bows because it was just so good. For an early game, you could solo so much.
Well, now isn't it Sammy Cat that often goes with an all bow loadout? I think Sammy Cat plays. Sammy Cat is a content creator, live streamer. I think Sammy Cat does a lot of all bow loadouts. And Holden, you've actually done all bow loadouts.
I saw a reflection of myself. Had I lost
Professor Dumbledore says, "What about Red Death?" And is Red Death part of the free to play, or do you have to have a season?
Technically, you would just need to reach 40.
Yeah, you need to reach a certain rank on the free pass to get it.
What if I?
Which to get as a free-to-play player takes a long time because you don't have seasonal quests.
Hello.
But you do have seasonal quests. Never mind. It doesn't take as long as I thought it would be, but you can't do a lot of the seasonal activities, which might give you a lot of experience. So
would have broken.
Yeah,
I believe it has broken Maya.
Sammy Cat and myself, when you run triple bow, you're forced to use Leviathan's Breath. It's the only thing that can be a bow in the heavy slot. I would literally give Bungie my firstborn for a legendary heavy bow.
And we've talked about that before, Holden, how we need, a legendary heavy bow. There are some big gaps in the game where we have spoken, because I want a legendary heavy shotgun. Yeah, I want a legendary heavy shotgun. So there's two there that need. I don't know that we're ever going to get them. They're not certainly going to drop in a couple of weeks. I don't think for sure, but those need to be on the list. And that heavy power shotgun that's legendary needs to be worked into the season of shotguns, where we get a mod that says shotguns work on champions, whether that be overload, barrier, or unstoppable.
I think we also need special ammo bows that are crossbows that are basically just the same as Buried Bloodline, but with a crossbow animation.
I totally agree, Holden. My gosh, we're twins in different countries. I totally agree with you, Holden. Why don't we have a crossbow?
Yeah, I think that I think that Buried Bloodline was a test for the viability of a crossbow weapon archetype. And I think that the special weapon, the special ammo auto rifle that they just added, is another step in. Like, we got 2 new weapon types that were formerly primary ammo only, made into special ammo weapons in the course of like a year. So I think that they realize that they need to innovate and give us more unique stuff like that. So I'm hoping there's more in the pipeline.
Yeah. Holden, did you get a chance to watch Dado's, kind of state of his thinking about the game that he released yesterday?
I started watching it and then I got distracted, but I will finish it.
It's like 30 minutes long. I watched about 20 minutes of it, but he did hit on some of the points we actually, talked about last night. So, and I respect Dado immensely. But I still love the game. This game, we have not dug a hole and shoved it in. That's just not. But people, I know that like there's a low point.
Ransom.
Yes.
I'd like to put it on digital that I have beef with Dado.
Let's hear it. Can you share it?
Dado did an all exotic weapons ranking like tier list.
Oh, this can't go well.
And he put Rat King in the D tier.
No.
Has he never
I could
used
not believe it. I've never disagreed with Dado on anything in 10 years, and he put Rat King in the D tier.
That I can't imagine why, because I almost said that Rat King would be one as a new light that I would enjoy having every time I leave the tower.
Show me a primary that kills raid bosses. Show me a primary that helps you solo content because you get healing and invisibility after reloading after any kill. Like, come on.
I know. It's that good. There was a time where I would not leave the tower without Rat King. And I think if I played Hunter primarily, I would never leave without Rat King because it's just so good, because I love Void on the Hunter.
The fact that it's like Void invisibility and they haven't coded it to be its own unique thing, and that the fragments on Void extending your duration of visibility extends the duration of Rat King's invisibility is so crazy. Like, it's an amazing exotic.
It really is. It's absolutely, and it has one of my favorite. Now, aside from the bow, the exotic bows, which have my favorite ornaments for weapons, Rat King has one like the Arctic Tundra or Arctic Freeze or something. It's where the rats are all frozen. And I love, love, love that ornament. And I was lucky enough to get that back when it came out. I didn't spend real money on it. I think it was earnable initially. It's been a long time, so I don't remember for sure. But man, oh man, Rat King, you could never go wrong with Rat King. And I tell you, there's a weapon that I still love that's legendary. I don't have it on me, but it's Gnawing Hunger. It's an auto rifle, Void auto rifle, and Gnawing Hunger is something that I would probably keep in my energy weapons. I don't know how you get it now. I think there was a time where it was like a world drop or in the loot pool. I don't know how you get Gnawing Hunger now.
It would only drop on specific weeks of Dares of Eternity now, and it could be offered by Xur.
So they could go into Dares of Eternity and get it to drop, which of course Dares of Eternity is I guess it's a dungeon key or special event key or something. So it's real money.
Dares is free.
Dares is free. But how? Well, so Galahorn, you had to pay for dares to get Galahorn.
Yeah, the dungeon, and some other stuff from the 30th anniversary pack was paid. Dares of Eternity was the free to play activity. Everything that wasn't dares was paid.
Okay, so everything that was not dares was paid. Now, luckily, for folks who didn't buy it, I do love Dares of Eternity. The one I like the least is where you get Crota, and it's just because it's glitched out. I've been in there so many times where that thing has glitched out. I love this Nightfall. Holden, I slept late. I stayed up watching. I normally don't watch a lot of TV, but I turned on Netflix, and they had Anne Rice's Vampire series, which they pulled from AMC. I guess Netflix made a deal with AMC, and I started watching the vampires, Lestat and Louis, and I should have been in bed, but I wanted to get up early enough to try to get the Grandmaster that I slipped and fell last night and ruined. I take full responsibility.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it was really BS that I got killed so quickly by the void balls, but it's fine.
Holden, were those Axiom darts last night, or what was that?
They were more mega than Axion darts. It was like it was an extra beefed up Axion dart attack that the boss from that has. I forgot that it had it, and that was what killed me. I watched her like a playback, as I have my GeForce Experience always recording the last minute so that I can check playback.
Right.
But I do want to inform you that Gnawing Hunger had a it had a reissue in season 23, and you can actually roll it at the Drifter. It's considered a Gambit weapon in the focusable things. So you can grind Gambit for engrams and then focus it for a Gambit, engram, and Glimmer. The Gnawing Hunger auto rifle.
I guess I need to try to play some Gambit. I played a few games a few weeks ago, but maybe I need to, because I didn't notice that many changes, but haven't there been several fine-tunings of Gambit just recently?
No, not really. I mean, sometimes the fine-tunings of other parts of the game affect Gambit, but they've pretty much left it to die for the last, 2 to 3 years.
Oh, Ransom?
Yes.
My phone's running a little bit low on battery, so I'm probably gonna hop out of the call.
Well, Tectonic, as you know, I'm always glad to see you. Thank you for joining in on the chat, and thank you for supporting my channel, Tectonic. I appreciate you.
I might be back in the call a little later.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm here, come hang out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Tectonic.
Bye.
Now, this is Arcadian Valley, but I think the other one's also called Arcadian Valley. Maybe this whole map is Arcadian Valley. But this is one of my favorite... Man, am I saying that about all the Grandmasters? Why? I'm perplexed, okay? I'm perplexed. I'm going to tell you why. There was a time where I didn't enjoy doing the Grandmasters, Masters, whatever the version might have been. There was a time where I did not enjoy it as much. But the longer I've played this game, I find myself really going toward in-game content. Holden, do you find that to be true for you?
Yeah.
I used to enjoy like just the regular strikes. I used to enjoy, running around the planets a lot more. And now I find that, I want to go into the selectable lost sectors, especially the new ones. Is that just me feeling, a little bit of burnout, or is it because they have made some of the regular, general, everyday activities too easy? Are regular strikes too easy at this point?
Yeah, they are. But also, they are not as rewarding as the more difficult content. And as the more difficult content becomes manageable, you just gravitate towards where the good loot comes from.
Is that it's so we're greedy. We're after the gifts that come at the end. I don't know. I know that of course is part of it, because if you don't ever use a weapon, or it's not considered to be really good, why go after it? Why go into something where you're going to get a bunch of things that are deletable? Especially if you do play a lot. And you have to just delete everything that comes your way. I don't know, because, I am sad that I didn't open the chest up, because I think I could have got a new perfect paradox in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to go back in there and open that. And we're practicing here in the Arcadian Valley. This is this week's Nightfall, and it will be, of course, the Grandmaster. Man, oh man, I love my Titan when he does that slam down. It's very, very satisfying.
Like, when it comes to strikes and stuff like that, like the traditional strike playlist, like the Vanguard strike playlist, I don't think that has interested me since like halfway through year one of Destiny 2. Like I basically was just like, why would I run that instead of just running the lowest difficulty Nightfall over and over again, if the reputation is so much better in the Nightfall than it is.
And double rewards even often makes it much more loot attractive.
Yeah. Now watch Xur not sell class items this weekend on a double loot weekend, and the community will riot.
Hold on. Are we as a community just too sensitive? Are we too heated? Are we too passionate? What would you say, the Destiny community is too... How would you finish that?
Did you say passionate?
Well, I'm going to let you choose the word. The Destiny community is too...
Passionate. We care. We actually, because here's the thing, is that, if you love the game and you're singing its praises, that's great. If you love the game and you're talking about the things that you hate because you're, wanting it to be better, that's also great. If you hate things about the game that you used to love and you don't care anymore and you're apathetic, that's where the game dies.
Right.
All of the negativity that we have to say to the devs about how they're messing stuff up or they're making bad decisions is because we want them to do better so that we can enjoy the game that we love.
Right.
And I think sometimes Bungie does, sometimes they pick decisions that are a win for the community, and other times they make decisions that are really brain dead when it comes to our enjoyment. And I think that
does that come from tunnel vision? Is that tunnel vision?
I would love to hear from some of the developers. I recently read an article about a developer who worked on the game Skyrim, and he said that he was the reason that a certain item, the dragon bones, were so heavy and that they took so much weight in the inventory because he wanted like there to be something that actually mattered to the gamers.
Right.
And so I think that like that sort of stuff is important to have. Like, you can't just make it a complete cakewalk, but I think that like someone in the development team thinks that they're making something like feel like it matters when all they're doing is making it feel like a chore or making it feel annoying. And so picking and choosing that, like the devs need to pick and choose when they fight the player on what we want, when they like prevent us from getting everything that we want, you know?
And I played Skyrim. I know what you're speaking of. Skyrim, you had to balance, you know, what you had on you, basically.
Right.
Ark was the same way. You could be weighted, and then it really just killed your fun.
I think...
It reminds me of a General Motors engineer that worked on a vehicle that General Motors, the Pontiac Aztec, many of you will not even remember Pontiac, but there was a vehicle that came out called the Pontiac Aztec, and it was, I remember thinking, that has to be the ugliest vehicle I've ever seen in my life. And I thought to myself, is it easier to make a vehicle really ugly? I mean, is it a lot harder to say this vehicle is beautiful and therefore it's going to be a lot harder to make? Well, ultimately, it's the same. You know, it's the same amount of challenges, usually. Of course, there can be assembly problems. But that engineer said, we met all of our criteria. You know, it's my greatest triumph at General Motors. And I wonder sometimes, did that developer that you speak of that worked on Skyrim, was he saying that was like his great accomplishment, or?
Yeah, he was proud of it.
And the gamers were not. They didn't like it, correct?
I honestly have no idea how gamers in Skyrim felt. I can say that I think that the weight of the items is dumb to me. I don't enjoy that system interacting with it, except for in the new game that I've been playing, No Rest for the Wicked, where you have like certain amount of equipment weight will make like you basically have fast, medium, and slow, and it'll change your dodge based on how much equipment you're using, and then the equipment is all sort of like tooled around the effectiveness of those different play styles. So you can wear like a light set of armor where you can dodge easier, but you're not going to be able to resist attacks as much, or you can play a heavy set of armor where you're going to be able to resist a lot of damage, but you're slow moving, or you can pick a balance. But at the same time, nothing else in your inventory matters for your weight. It's only what's equipped on your character. You can carry as much as you want. So in that sense, it doesn't bother me, but it sounds like in Skyrim, everything that you were holding mattered, and I think that that's pretty dumb. I would not enjoy that.
Right. And of course, we all know Skyrim still has millions of players weekly. But now, Ark was that way. I remember having to chop wood inside of Ark, and you got too heavy. Your character simply could not even move. You were grounded where you picked the wood up. And I too, Holden, am just like, this is ridiculous. I don't want my character immobilized. Is that how people... It is still how I feel at times with stasis. When I'm in my super, I do not want to be frozen totally to where I cannot use my super.
Yeah.
Was that a mistake inside of Destiny 2 to be totally frozen by another Guardian with stasis when you were maybe in the middle of your super?
No, well, it depends. I mean, in the middle of a super, maybe, but like at the same time, some of the times when you got frozen, the fact that you were encased in stasis gives you damage resist. So it's like, yeah, you're frozen for a little bit, but you're a little bit beefier and like more defended. There was the whole shatter dive issue, which was that hunters could freeze you and then drop to their feet and kill you instantly, and that came out of the oven too hot.
I remember that controversy, and ultimately the frozen part of stasis in general was reduced the amount of time you stayed frozen, if I remember correctly. Do you remember that, Holden?
Yes, I do, and I think that despite all of the struggles that people went through and continue to go through in PvP when it comes to being frozen by another Guardian, I think that all of that was worth it to add the stasis subclass for PvE, because hot take, and I don't really care how people feel about it, Destiny is a PvE game first and a PvP game second.
It is.
Always has
been. And that's not just Holden's conjecture, that's fact. The player versus player group are probably some of the most vocal, and the PvE group is the largest. That's just fact. It's not Holden's fantasy. It's fact. There are more player versus environment people inside of Destiny.
And I appreciate the Crucible being there. It's fun, and I'm glad that it's not like, there were times in the past where PvP changes affected PvE negatively. There's been times in the past where PvE changes affected PvP negatively. And then there's been times where they adjusted stuff independently, and I thought that that was really good when they adjusted things independently. But also, I just want to say that PvP is a place where Destiny is always alive and current, because you have the creativity of the enemy players that are playing against you. And so you have to have that PvP experience to sort of jump back and forth between PvE and PvP to not have it get stale. And I think Gambit is also really good. I'm really sad that the community sort of rejected Gambit as a whole. I think that they should try to go back to Gambit Prime with the different roles and make the roles really crazy, make the loot really crazy, give us a Trials of Osiris-esque Gambit experience with the Reaper and the Invader and the Collector and the Sentry, and make that game mode really shine if you know how to play the different roles. And give the Primevals. The Primevals need 10 times the health. They need way more health.
Right.
Anyways, I'm rambling now, but
no, I mean we're just discussing the game, and it's okay to ramble. I do it often, but you saying that made me think. It's definitely. It goes back to me for saying I want activities to be more engaging, more repeatable, more fun. I know people get really upset because they're passionate about the game and the environment the game offers to us as players. And I'm glad for that, but the better the studio, the creator, in this case Bungie, the better they are, the better they're able to fine tune. I look at some of the big games. I know you don't play Warframe, but Warframe is this massive game that has not had entire planets wiped out. If Warframe can do it with about the same player base, give or take, why can't Bungie have Mars back, Mercury back? Why can't we keep it relevant? Why haven't we updated patrol spaces. Why is the EDZ totally unchanged from when it was introduced years ago?
You're right that I don't play Warframe, and so I cannot speak to its current state, but I do remember that back in the day, Warframe started out as a procedurally generated game. So what I mean by that is that it's not like custom designed worlds. It's like
it kind of. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but I kind of did.
Go for it.
It kind of is that same way though, Holden. It kind of is like still procedural maps and whatnot.
Yeah. So that would be a lot smaller. They're just basically pieces of a puzzle that they put together in different ways, whereas Destiny is like a handcrafted world. So
what about No Man's Sky that has billions of planets and variations? You know,
that's procedurally generated as well.
What is the most comparable to, if we look at the current gaming situation as far as the games that are available to play that have levels of popularity, what's the most comparable to Destiny?
Call of Duty.
Really?
I think so.
Now, Call of Duty, I watch occasionally some of the streamers. Isn't Call of Duty the one that looks super realistic?
Yeah, I mean, it's a war game. It has like a giant battle royale map that is like large. I think the install size of Call of Duty right now is over 250 gigabytes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Havoc, are you able to tell me how big Warframe is right now?
Like the file size?
Yeah, like the install size.
Yeah, it's...
And then while you're looking that up, I can also say that it really does matter the amount of testing. Like Bungie came out and said the Destiny Content Vault was like being instituted because of file size, but they also in the same breath said that it's because they have to do so much testing on all these different parts of the game and different areas of the game whenever they change something, that they needed to like limit the amount of testing they needed to do. I don't know if that was BS or not, because there's still like a lot of game in Destiny.
I don't know how big it is.
You would right click on it in Steam and go into properties, manage files, and then it would say the install size.
Oh, 41 gigs.
Yeah, so that's less than half of what Destiny's
that is so much smaller.
Yeah. So it's a lot less elements. I actually think like that there's like I say Call of Duty is the most comparable to Destiny, but I don't think there's anything out there that's doing what Destiny is doing.
I agree. I keep trying, Holden, to find something that I love as a backup, just as a backup, and I just can't, I can't really find ones that I truly am just enamored with. That's like yesterday when I was talking about Mactix and he's playing Warframe and he's in love with Warframe. And it's joyous for me to see someone land inside of a game and absolutely be enthralled with it. I applaud that because I would love, chat, I know, now listen, I know, but I would love to find another game that stirs me the way that Destiny 1 and 2 have. And, of course, I've spent a lot of money buying games. Havoc is an avid gamer, far above and beyond, me. And he's come in and said, oh, here's First Descendant. You're going to love this one. This is it. You're going to love it. And I enjoy First Descendant. I
Does First Descendant
enjoy
have
it.
PvP?
First Descendant doesn't have
yet.
PvP.
I don't think so.
So it's kind of doing what Destiny is doing, but no PvP.
Yes. And there are aspects of it that feel like, it definitely was influenced by Destiny and Warframe. I mean, I feel it at times. But still, having said that, First Descendant doesn't hold me. And is it my fault? Is it because I'm not invested? Guys, you have to shoot Kargan. You have to shoot Kargan. Is it because I am not invested in the characters? And I know that part of me says, I don't want to learn all the NPC stories. And I know, I know the stories inside of Destiny. I feel like I grew up with Eris Morn. I know what she went through. I've been to the places she had to live on the moon. And I don't have that with any other game. And it goes back to Big, who I talked about yesterday. Big joined in, stopped by and said hello. And Big's been playing this since he was 12 years old, Destiny. And I know that he has an attachment to these characters just like I do and like many of you do. Is it that I don't want to get that involved with these new characters? Holden, did you play First Descendant?
No.
Havoc, did you get attached to any of the characters in First Descendant?
No, not really.
And is it because you did not devote the time to them? Do you know the reasons?
I didn't. No, just didn't.
But why didn't you?
I don't know.
And what about some of the other games? Havoc, I know you played through Skyrim, 5 or 6 times at least?
Maybe more than that.
Maybe more than that. You even did mods in Skyrim. I remember thinking some of the mods were so good, why don't they implement these themselves?
Right.
But, were the characters, could you get as attached to them in Skyrim, for example?
Maybe. I mean, if you're
Holden,
really...
what was your, outside of Destiny, which I know you've got thousands and thousands of hours in, what game is second on your list of most hours invested?
I don't know. I mean, probably Destiny 1 if we're separating the two, and then like Halo Reach or Halo 3.
Okay.
I played quite a bit of Gears of War as a teenager as well, but not nearly as much as Halo.
And Havoc, what would be your second most played game?
A second? I don't know.
What was the Andromeda 3 games that they just remastered?
Mass Effect?
Mass Effect. Would that be your
those
second
were
most
excellent.
played?
No. My second most played is probably Skyrim still.
Skyrim. All right. So
I was actually just, it's funny you talked about it because I was just thinking about
I asked you that, Holden, Havoc, viewers, because I often think, do I do this to myself, or are these games just not that involved? I know about Amanda Holliday's rough childhood and her losing her parents and finding her way to the tower. I know that stuff. And I don't know really a whole lot about any other characters, in none of the games that I've played. And is it my fault? Is it my fault, or are the stories just not as good? That's the question.
There's stories. I think there are stories that are better than Destiny, but maybe the lore is better in Destiny than other universes. I think it just depends on, like, you might be so attached to Destiny that you don't want to make space in your head for other universes.
Point well taken, and I too have thought that, Holden. I've thought, do I just not want to devote the space, like I don't want to remember puzzles even in Destiny. I just don't want to take up the time to remember a puzzle when I know that in a few weeks, a few months, we're going to move on and, you know, have new puzzles. Like, I look at all that Witch Queen campaign that had some puzzles in it where you had to figure out the symbols and deposit here and deposit there. And basically, a lot of that is, you know, just no longer.
And you know how competitive I am with, like, myself in terms of wanting to complete everything that I attempt and be optimized and play well. When I play other games and I come back to Destiny, my first love, my main game, I'm not as good. And that's why I don't play other games, and that's why I mostly play Warlock, because I care the most about Destiny 2, and I care the most about how I perform on Warlock. So that's just what I play. I just keep myself in Warlock world, and that way I'm at my peak all the time, instead of like dabbling in other games and then coming back. And like, if I play a different game, I'll usually play that other game on mouse and keyboard, just so that I'm not like making my controller brain think that my buttons are something different.
Oh, Holden. Gosh, I mean, I'm the same way. When I played Remnant 2, I played, you know, quite a bit of the campaign all the way up to the final world boss. And, you know, then I would come back to Destiny, and my gameplay is recorded on my channel for Remnant 2. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, you have to kind of like rethink about where your controls are and the button smashing, all that kind of thing. Tapping. You shouldn't smash your buttons on your controller or your keyboard. But that, I don't like having to do that. Havoc can certainly testify when I started playing with the modern, current era of controllers. You know, I wanted him to do me a big, like, paper board below the TV with, like, the controller and mash A and C to launch this, that kind of thing. And I prefer, because I played so many hours of Destiny, I prefer, I want to like reroute my buttons to be basically the same as the gameplay inside of Destiny. So I don't like learning a new controller layout and then switching between games. Now Havoc learns new controller layouts from day to day. I mean, Havoc, don't you? I mean, I feel like I've known days where you've played 4 and 5 different games.
Yeah.
And then Havoc always tells me, oh, the controller, it's basically the same on all of them. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like 90% of games all follow the same scheme of buttons.
And so here's the thing, is that I'll tell you why I'm such a dedicated Bungie gamer is because of legacy controls.
Yeah.
Have I told you about this, Ransom?
No, let's hear it.
Okay. So the first game that I ever fell in love with, well, it was Super Mario World, but the first-person shooter that I ever fell in love with was GoldenEye on N64.
What a good
James
game.
Bond,
And
the James Bond game, correct?
Many couch sessions with that.
That game, or Perfect Dark, which was the spiritual successor from Rareware.
So good. Oh my god, we totally would have been friends, Holden. That's so funny.
Yeah. So GoldenEye and Perfect Dark were my everything before I found out about Halo. And the default controls on N64 for GoldenEye and Perfect Dark was that you had one analog joystick that would move you forward and backward and look left and look right. And then you had your C buttons, which was basically like your second joystick, and up C would look up, down C would look down, and then right C and left C would strafe you left and right. And so when I moved from N64 to Halo, and I was going through the controls because I wanted to play this cool game. I was like, oh, well, it feels weird. And then I found Legacy control settings, which changes the sticks to work like an N64 controller. And so when I play Destiny 2, my left joystick, when I press forward on it, I go forward. When I press back, I go walk backwards. And when I press left and right on my left joystick, I look left and I look right instead of strafing. And I strafe with my left and right on my right joystick, and I look up and down, but inverted, because default GoldenEye and Perfect Dark were also inverted, where up C would look down and down C would look up, more like a plane controls than like a modern game. And so I play Legacy inverted, and I've played that way since Halo 1, and lots of games don't have that setting. And so there was no reason for me to go and play these other games because my brain was so locked into that setting that was how I wanted to play.
But Holden, I fully understand exactly what you're saying with that. I mean, I really do.
Like, if I want to look up to the right, my brain immediately, like without even thinking about it, tells my left thumb to press right on the joystick and my right thumb to press down on the joystick.
Yes.
And it's like, lots of people who I've told how I play, they switch their controls and they're just like, I have no clue what you're doing. Like, this makes no sense to me. Your brain is broken. And I'm like, that's exactly how I feel on default settings.
Yes. I hear you.
Anyway, enough about my...
and Havoc, would you say that's probably true about how I am with games?
What'd you say?
You know,
what?
The controller layout is a big factor.
Yeah.
It's major, Holden. Are we alone?
Yeah,
are we like the two, in the outfield, or are a lot of people that way?
Yeah, I've posted like on Reddit and stuff about the Legacy inverted controls and stuff like that, and I always find a couple of people that are like me. But it's, you know.
Is it because is it players of a certain age, or what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's genuinely. I think the reason that they call it Legacy is because GoldenEye was really, other than Quake, but like GoldenEye was the first controller-based 3D free-looking first-person shooter, as far as I know. I think all the first-person shooters before that, you could like look up and down. But looking left and right was not a thing. Your gun was always center in the screen, and like in Doom and in Dark Forces, Star Wars Dark Forces, and like but Dark Forces was one of the games where you could press like page up or page down, and your mouse or your character would look up and down, so it was like the C buttons.
Right.
GoldenEye really like sort of set the standard for what a controller 3D free-looking first-person shooter would be, and I think when they call it Legacy, they're referring to the legacy of GoldenEye.
And that's what it refers to. And what do you remember, what year that was, Holden?
Yeah, 1997.
1997. Woo, my gosh. That is going back a couple of years. I know, Tim, you were, probably still in diapers.
What?
You were still
Probably.
very young at that point.
Yeah.
Still very young.
Yeah. No, I was in 1997. I was 11 years old, or I would have been turning 11 in 1997.
Guardians, I'm in here with the team. I don't know that they're concerned about getting these champions. I don't know what they're doing, but okay, they joined in. But yeah, we've, I don't know. And, people inside of chat today have definitely, not shown any love for what might be, a new game from Bungie. because it's been in development for so long. When we see games that have been in development for very long times, now I don't know, because we know that I keep thinking Balfour, but no, what was that game that had turn-based competition or turn-based warfare? What was that, Havoc? Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate was in development for what, like 10 years or more?
I don't know.
I know it was a long time, and it came out finally and was like, wow, this has really raised the bar. And I think WukOn has really raised the level of design and implementation of mechanics, and just so much is good about WukOn. And Elden Ring, chat, I mean, I've had so many people say, Ransom, play Elden Ring. But part of what holds me back on that is trying to get all the new characters, and what we have just been talking about. Am I going to want to learn all the new controls? And then when I speak to players like Vendetta, who, you know, has played a lot of Elden Ring, and they say, you know, it is a big challenge, it's difficult. Do I want to put myself through that? But the one thing that will drive me, Guardians, viewers, listeners, the one thing that will drive me is when someone tells me, no, you can't do it.
Firewall in place.
And I hate kinda that I'm that way, but when someone says, no, you can't do it, I want to do it all the more. So, I don't know. Maybe Elden Ring will be there, and, you know, maybe one day Holden and I will, you know, work through our button layout objections.
No.
You're not gonna
No, I'm playing Legacy Inverted, and I'm sticking to games with Legacy Inverted until I die. But the thing that's cool is that, like, the Microsoft Elite controller allows you to change the controls with, like, independent stick assignments. So you can, like, swap the individual axis. So it actually made it so that I can control games that don't have my setup. I can, like, give them my setup now. So you know, accessibility, yay.
And Holden, that's why I have thought about buying one of the aftermarket, controllers that has all that functionality and that customization. Because I'm playing with the PS5 controller right now. And I love it because I'm familiar with it. I like it, how it fits in my hands. I will probably be one of only 15 people, you know, in the known universe that will say that the Xbox controller, absolutely, I thought I was going to have to stop gaming. I really thought
you're crazy.
I really thought I was going to have to stop gaming because of the Xbox controller.
It's the best. I don't know what your problem is, Ransom.
Well, that's what Havoc says. Havoc says, "Oh no, I've never had a problem, and I've been playing with an Xbox controller since games began."
The Xbox controller is like twice as comfortable as any PlayStation controller. The offset, like, joysticks are superior in my opinion.
But you know that the joysticks are offset.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
the thing that drives me crazy about it.
Your brain doesn't think about it. You play for like 50 hours, 100 hours, and your brain stops thinking about it.
But now remember, I played D1, you know, for ages on an Xbox console, and wow, I
mean,
was going to have to go see a specialist for my
Well,
thumb.
Ransom, think about how often you use your D-pad in Destiny.
Rarely.
The direction pad, rarely. So why is it prioritized on the left side of your controller?
Well, I do use I do use it in Warframe a lot to activate my powers, my supers, that kind of thing.
That sounds like a whole lot of not Destiny 2 to me.
But I do. We're on the same page. Holding about button layouts and how things work with that.
Yeah. I was just going to make you a controller recommendation, but it's an Xbox controller, so never mind.
No, well, are you talking about their upper level controller? Is it the Elite controller?
I went through like 7 of the Elite version 1, and I went through 2 of the Elite version 2, and while I love that they have the ability to have independent axis control, I hate them with a passion. They suck. Microsoft needs to fix their production and make them built to last instead of built to break in 8 months.
Yeah, I had an Xbox Elite controller that, just like you're saying, it broke. It's in in a graveyard of controllers downstairs in the game room. And then I bought a really expensive custom controller for the Xbox, and then
the scuff.
I don't remember. A couple of like months after that, maybe a month after that, I just said, forget it. I'm moving to PlayStation, and that's when I moved to PlayStation. But I haven't bought a new one for my PC, and I'm told that the Xbox controllers work the best with PC.
Yeah, because they're Microsoft PCs and they're Microsoft controllers.
Right.
But so here's the thing: is that I would look into seeing if Razer makes a PlayStation based controller. And the reason I say that is because I don't really use any other Razer products. But the controller of choice for me is the Razer Wolverine V2. It is a wired Xbox style controller with additional buttons. There's like an extra button that's programmable next to the trigger and the shoulder button on each side. And all of the buttons on the Razer Xbox controllers are like semi-mechanical. They're just a lot more sturdy and clicky, like a clicky keyboard. And the feedback of that and the reliability when I'm smashing them all the time is like I have my controller that I'm using right now. The thumbstick on the left side is literally warped like it was lit on fire because I've been using the controller for like 2 years already, and it's worn down, but it still works like the day I plugged it in.
Right. I'm gonna go and look. I'd love to be able to, but when I go to the big electronic stores here, they don't usually have like the controller that I would be interested in. It's not on display, and they're not in stock.
No, you should just buy them from Amazon and then return the ones that you don't like.
Yeah, and I've thought, Holden, that's what I'm going to have to do. CK, I need to do the Grandmaster, but I just looked at the time. I missed dinner yesterday, and what happened is, that's why I ended up setting up real late and watching that vampire movie or series on Netflix. Ooh. And I actually wanted to come back and play because I ate dinner really late, and I thought, man, I wonder, if I should go back and try to get that Grandmaster before reset. And then I messed up and turned on, and I'm an Anne Rice fan. I love, the witches and the vampires of New Orleans that Anne Rice created. Such a phenomenal author in so many books that I have read. And I actually have enjoyed that series on, I don't know if it's been canceled or if it's still being made, it debuted on AMC, and then it's on Netflix right now. But I'm liking it, and that pulled my attention away. But for the first time ever, Holden, Havoc, I have missed this year probably like maybe 10 or 15 days where I did not play the game. And that has been the first time really since D1 debuted, Destiny 1. That's been the most time. And just last month I missed 4 days where I did not play the game or stream. And I don't like that feeling. I want to, be pulled back in. I want to be like, wow, I've got to get back in there. I've got to get this done. A lot of it goes back to the fact that we did tie up a lot of the really important characters. We finished it. Eris Morn feels kind of finished. We were robbed of the big battle scene with her and Sivu Arath, and I would have liked for her to, do a little damage to Savathun for just good measure. But definitely I feel like I wanted that Sivu Arath. I didn't want the high road. I wanted her to take the low road, meet her in a back alley, and, take vengeance for all of us. But anyway, even though we didn't get that, it felt kind of finished. It felt kind of finished the way we left with her, and then we've not seen anything out of her again. And then we have had this shadow hanging over us for 10 years. And then in the last year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, we start learning about this character, this great evil in the universe. And we were presented with this great evil in the form of the Witness. And then we took the Witness down. And that created these big spaces where it felt like you had started this series of books and you were a character in them, and you had been battling and fighting and struggling and pushing back against the darkness at every turn. You had witnessed your friends rise and fall, the ebb and flow of life, but you were victorious. You stood up, you pushed back the darkness, and when you said, I'm not gonna take it anymore, we punched them into oblivion and we won. And that, for like 2 weeks, was euphoria to know that we had succeeded. And then it was the great slide right into the realization that, oh no, we finished this. We have finished this. We got some little side things, like I just finished this week's story. Like, it didn't even feel like I got anything new because I just repeated the the exotic mission. Bungie, we love you. We love what you've done. You have a history. You've got trophies. We can go to your case and it's filled with trophies and great gaming and great storytelling. But you got a new room to fill. And now they need to really start churning something out, or they need to let us know that something big is coming and that it's worth fighting for. And I, too, like Dado, have felt a real vacancy because I didn't get that monologuing monstrosity that said thank you for destroying the Witness, because now I am here and I really am the one you should have been concerned about, because whatever may have happened, but now I'm free. We got Maya Sundaresh, and we know that the Vex have never really fulfilled the potential that we thought they had based on all their time jumping, time travel, and billions upon trillions, infinity for how many Vex could be pulled in at any moment based on past gameplay and story. And that, fellow Guardians, needs to be corrected. And they really need to get on that immediately. And I am wondering if we're going to get something good enough to pull it out of its slump. And we were in a slump before with the Red War, but I never felt like business was completed. We had not closed the deal. You know, the boardroom office was open and we were still in there working. But right now, the boardroom's closed and they've shut the building down, and you got to get it reopened for business. And I just hope that Halloween, as we move into that, this is September, and, you know, we get that Halloween story, and it's always the headless pumpkin people. And I'd like to have something new for that. I don't think we're going to get it. Holden, do you think there will be anything new for the October season as far as the, you know, the special event when Eva comes back to the tower?
Eververse trades in enhance a Guardian's journey.
You mean I think that in 2 days we're going to get a lot of news. I don't know if we're going to get like the full reveal, but I think that in 2 days they're going to tell us about the 10-year anniversary of Destiny event that's happening, and I think they're going to set a date for the reveal of the next multi-year saga and the plans going ahead.
And Holden, when is that?
Well, the 10th anniversary of Destiny 1's release is on September 10th, I believe, or on the 9th, maybe.
I thought we'd already celebrated 10 years with, you know, Xur and the horse and...
No, that was the 30th anniversary of Bungie as a studio.
Okay, that was Bungie as a studio from their conception.
We're approaching the 10-year mark on the release of Destiny 1.
Okay. And I actually had thought that had passed, but I guess it's just coming up because it was September of 2014, right? Or August of... No, it was September of 2014, I think.
September 2014, yeah.
Speakeasy Bob, hello. Speakeasy Bob, content creator, fellow Guardian. Speakeasy Bob says it is on the 9th. CK says 1,000 Voices is broken right now and getting infinite ammo. Oh, there was a time when I loved that weapon. Just loved it.
Oh, is it getting the sword?
The sword deal. Is it listed as a sword, I guess? You know, is this a time to revisit Black Talon? Could I finally love World Line Zero? Are there swords that I could be happy with once they get infinite ammo?
I mean, I want to kill some raid bosses with World Line or with Black Talon.
Holden, I love Black Talon. There's one little hiccup with Black Talon. It pulls you forward. You know, you're pulled forward with Black Talon.
Yeah.
And I remember using it and always being concerned I was going over the edge. But there are so many places where you're not going to go over the edge. You know, Of course, this exotic mission that we just got in the boss arena, it could pull you off the edge.
It could.
You can go off the edge, but there's a lot of other good spots where I loved Black Talon. Man, oh man. And it's Void. And right now, Void just rules the roost. It is at the top. And I love it, and I know there are people that would, disagree with me, but Void, I'm yes for Void. There are still things that I get excited about in this game, and the thought of having Black Talon and not being restricted on ammo is a joy to me. Now, Holden, have you played with swords since we got this bonus?
No, I've been working. I've been working all day.
Okay. Because I'm wondering how fast will it replenish?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody would have to say in the chat.
Yeah. Chad, I have to wonder how fast it replenishes. But 1,000 voices, oh my gosh, it's a ton of fun. The one weapon that I probably need to get, am I missing? I haven't gone after Kazastoff. I don't know what I need to do to get it. It's not been, like a burning thing of mine.
No, it's more of a PvP weapon right now for its use, but it is pretty good in PvE.
And what is the weapon from the raid right now? Because I know I don't have it. It's
Euphony.
I don't think I have Euphony.
It's the Strand 3-burst special linear.
Okay, so my 2 blank spots under my exotics, one being Euphony, and the second being, I think this is Kavastov that says unknown.
Yeah. And that raid exotic is another example of Bungie innovating on the weapon archetypes. It's the very first special ammo 3-burst linear.
And Holden, how is it?
It's fantastic, especially on Warlock. I think we talked about it.
God. Oh, and this weapon, okay, I have goals because this weapon will require that I, go back into the raid. And I've not been burning to get back in there, although I want that weapon. The completionist in me says, Ransom, you must have every single exotic. I don't want to open it up and see blank places, darkened, descriptions. No. So I'll need it. I'll have to go back in there. And the only thing I have to ultimately do, it only drops from the boss fight, right?
Yeah, but you need the craftable arc bow and the 2-burst solar pulse rifle as well, so...
Now I think I have. Okay, the craftable, that would be the thing. Cause
it's the
here's
only
critical anomaly, and then I have a lot of the weapons from my 3 journeys that I took inside.
Yeah, it's the only bow with volt shot, and you want to craft it perfectly because it's a beautiful weapon. And then for the nullify 2-burst solar pulse rifle, that's another one that you want to craft and enhance, and you could get a random drop that is a 5 out of 5 god roll, but I mean...
now wait a minute. What is the bow? Non-denouncement?
Non-denouement, yeah.
Oh, non-denouement. Okay, I looked at that wrong. And there's an adept version, so I'm missing the adept version.
Yeah.
But in my vault, I have non-denouement. Non-denouement. I'm going to have to look that up. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Well, so you remember like the structure of a story, how there's like the rising action, the climax, the denouement, or the denouement is the like French pronunciation. The denouement is it's the part after the climax that's like trailing off at the end of the story.
Okay. So there are things, like Dado said in his video yesterday, and I talk about Dado because he's like one of the leaders in the community and has been since, way back when, the 10 years. Because I think he started Destiny on the beta. He's, said, look, I have everything. I've got all the weapons. I've got all the titles. And there are titles I don't have, and right now there's, challenges that I need to do inside of raids. I think if we even go to Vow of the Disciple, I haven't completed, something in there that I need to complete. There's like 3 titles that I'm like 1 or 2 away from that I need to do. What I'm saying is I need to shut up about what I don't have and focus on what I do have. And what I do have is friends online, friends that I'm speaking with right now, friends that I've spoken with in the past, and I have objectives that are laid out for me in this game. I need to get up, get with it, put my light on, and thank the Traveler every day for who I am, and go forth and really wipe out the evil that has risen up inside of this solar system. Will evil rise again? Yes, it will. Is it gone right now? No. It's grabbing, it's clawing, it's pulling its way out of the dark. Evil will rise, and we got to push it back. And don't give up, Guardians. Get in there, play this game, and be a force of change. Because if we join together, we can make a change in the game. And that's in the game and in the real world. Holden, are you going to be playing tonight?
Yeah, probably. Has my audio been really bad? Because I've just been connected on my phone.
It has.
It's
And normally
been bad?
your audio is, perfection, but you've been low and high, kind of, like you sounded far away.
Yeah, when I had the phone away from my face, probably. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I can still hear you. But
Okay.
it wasn't the normal. You're normally just as smooth and even, and there's never any.
Yeah, I'm
any
usually using a
situation.
much higher quality microphone. Yeah. Okay.
I need to do, I guess I need to do the Arcadian Valley, which is, the big old Kargan down below. I need to get Kargan done. But if I come back on and you're on, I'm going to holler at you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Holden, thank you for sharing with me today and sharing with our audience. I know they appreciate you. I appreciate you. Chat, thank you so much. CK, Elden Ring is on my mind, and probably when it goes on sale again, I may snatch it up, but I've got to finish Wukong. I've got to finish Wukong and get it completed. Thank you guys. Holden, thank you. If I get back on, I'll holler at you.
Okay, sounds good. There's one more thing I was going to tell you. But
Go
we can say
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, while you were talking and stuff, I was looking at controller options on Amazon. And there's a company called 8BitDo, and they make third-party controllers, but they make an officially licensed Xbox controller that has the joysticks set up like a PlayStation controller. And it's only like $60 in Canada, so it's probably even cheaper in the US. And I sent the link to Havoc.
Oh, good. I'll take a look at it because it has been on my mind to get it. And I did go to Best Buy. They just didn't have anything out. And I'm going to have to just buy several. And then luckily Amazon, I can take it back to Whole Foods and just drop it off. They have a drop off at Whole Foods where I live. And I can take them there and just get them sent back. But I'll take a look at it, Holden. I appreciate you for doing that. Chat,
no
thank
problem.
you. Zuli Vic, I'm going to be heading out, but if I can get my chores done, I will be back on to play because I need to get the Grandmaster. And I will now, can I select last week's Grandmaster or is it gone? Let me look. Has Selectable even started at this point?
Yes, it has.
Okay, I'm going to look at this, Holden, because I didn't get last week's.
Yeah, we can do all of them now. Whichever ones you haven't done for
Now, let's
Conqueror are now selectable.
How do I find the selectable ones? I thought I could just hit Grandmaster.
Oh, it's the extra node up on the right side. It looks like you don't have it right now, which means one of two things. Either you've already completed all the ones that you could catch up on, or Bungie did a oopsie and released it early, and then they fixed their problem, and I'm mad at myself for not using the catch-up node last week.
Well, I feel like, isn't this getting late in the season? I mean, shouldn't that mode, shouldn't it be here?
Yeah, it should be, and if somebody else in chat would be able to check and see if they see the catch-up node, that would be cool, but I'll check myself and also...
Chat, does anybody have the catch-up mode on the Grandmasters? Because we've only got 34 days left in this season. I feel like that mode should be available.
I would say the last 3 weeks it'll be available for sure. Yeah, Speakeasy Bob said that he still has it.
I do. So Speakeasy Bob can see it. What does that mean for me, Holden? That I've completed them?
It means that you've done all the GMs. If you go into your Conqueror seal and look at your progress for the Grandmaster for the Conqueror, we can take a look and see which ones you've completed.
Why didn't that do what I wanted? View content. I want to just view Conqueror. Where is Conqueror? On the second page?
Probably. Yeah, it's not on the first page.
I should have looked to see what it looked like. See these
it's
that
a shield
I need
at the
to
bottom
get...
right.
Oh, Conqueror. All right. View contents. I really... Okay, so I need Heist Battleground Europa, the Devil's Lair. Okay, I guess I'm thinking last time I did Devil's Lair. Insight Terminus, which is right now. Isn't it Insight Terminus? What is this available today?
Yeah, I'm really not sure why you don't have the catch-up node, because Europa is the one that we failed last night, and you have not completed it for this season, so it should be on the catch-up node.
So that last night we were in Battleground Europa?
Yes.
That
so
doesn't make any sense, Holden. They're messing me up.
But it's okay, because as long as you just go and do it with somebody who does have the catch-up node visible. Now, do you have any gear on right now that's really low power for some reason?
No, everything's 2,000. Uniquely Stellar. My gosh, is it ever good to see you. Hello, hello. Holden, so... Well, did you complete it at another time when I wasn't playing with you?
No, I still need to do it, and I will let you know.
And well, do you have the catch-up mode? Do you have it?
I don't know. I have to log into the game, and I'm working.
All right, that's right. You're working. All right. Let me know, Holden. Let me know. Uniquely Stellar. It's great to see you. Guys, I'm going to try to get my dinner over with today. Thank you all, each and every one. Holden, thank you. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Yeah, thank you.
Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Uniquely Stellar, it is so good to see you. It is absolutely good to see you because you've been on my mind. I know you've probably been working, but man, oh man, good to see you in chat. Thank you, thank you. Everyone that stopped by today, come back, hang out, and we're going to have some more fun. The game is not dead yet. Evil will rise if we don't take it down a notch or two. I'm Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, chat. Thank you.